What do you think of it so far? I don't.
Some of the new directions some of the characters are taking was refreshing.
Yeah.
Like Elle embracing her girly side and hanging out at the mall with, what's the redhead girl's name?
I don't remember. I don't.
Well, it was kind of surprising because I thought they both were really tomboys. But
yeah.
They have that mall date. What is that, episode 2?
Yeah.
And it reminds me of 80s games, board games that we used to play, Mall Madness.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one called Girl Talk.
Okay.
Which was basically like Truth or Dare, but a board game version. And if you didn't perform one of the stunts or you didn't answer one of the truth, like put you on the spot kind of questions, you had to get a zit sticker. So for the rest of the game, you had to wear a zit. Yeah, I still have that board game somewhere. It's probably in storage.
You have that somewhere, but not like a bunch of your old records and stuff.
I know. Yeah, that's all right. You can shame me for that.
Just a little bit, not a lot.
I was at my storage unit today, and I thought it was astounding that I have so much shit just stacked up. And I was staring at boxes that are unlabeled, and I really have no idea what's even in them. No idea. It would take me a week to probably go through the whole thing.
Yeah, I can't work like that. Everything, anytime I pack, I label everything. I make sure I know what's in it. I can't.
That's what I should have done.
Especially because for unpacking, it's
way easier. I know.
Yeah.
I get it.
Like, especially if I know I'm not going to get to everything. Like, all right, well, I need at least this stuff, these boxes here.
So I have a vague idea of what's in the unmarked boxes. It's paperwork and ephemera. It's like manuscripts that I will never publish and old photo albums from like 2002.
Okay.
Someday I'll go through them. But then I have this imaginary idea, this dream that I have a house someday and I put all those things in the house.
Oh, yeah.
And they're on shelves in case I just wanted to ever reference them.
I think we were talking about that a little bit last time.
Yeah.
About buying versus renting and like all that sort of thing.
Yeah. Once I buy a house, it'll just become a repository for all my ephemera. But until then, my place is far more minimal than yours. It just has a bed and a house and like a mini fridge.
Yeah. Well,
my roommate / landlord's surfboards are on the wall.
I do have a bunch of stuff, but there's a lot of stuff I don't have, and I don't have any storage.
Yeah. Okay.
So everything is out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of think your system is cool because I'm one of those kind of out of sight, out of mind people. So that's why I've forgotten what's in there. To me, it's just stuff.
It's beginning to become that way. I guess we can introduce the show. It's this Hoot and Review. I'm Jared.
I'm Jenna.
And that's the show.
What really matters is what you like, not what you are like. Books, records, films, these things matter. Call me shallow. It's the fucking truth.
I was upstate in upstate New York for a wedding. I DJ'd a wedding. That's my news lately. Yeah. And it was really fun. I split the DJ duties with my friend Diana's her brother-in-law, Chris. And he kind of saved my butt because I had made like Spotify playlists. What am I doing? I'm such an amateur. And he was like, well, but the Wi-Fi is really spotty out here. And I was like, oh, shit. You are correct, sir. So he's like, let me look at your playlists. And he did. And he was like, I think I have most of, if not all, the MP3s that you have on these lists that I don't even have anymore. I mean, or maybe I never did because Spotify, you can just grab anything.
You should be able to download your lists.
Yeah, so I didn't even take that step, and I just showed up expecting that Wi-Fi would be available, and then it was spotty, so he saved my butt. So, Chris, if you're listening, thank you.
I found that when we made Deanna and I collaborated on making this massive road trip playlist for
San
Diego?
Diego?
To San Diego,
cool.
Yeah, and went ahead and downloaded the playlist so I didn't have to worry about being out of range of something or I don't know, hitting a dead spot.
Is Deanna introducing you to music that you hadn't been into previously?
A little bit, or reintroducing me to things that I haven't listened to in a long time.
What is she like?
She's kind of all over the place.
Really?
With what she likes. Yeah. Yeah. We have a lot of crossover, which is nice. But yeah, so it is nice, but which made it so that, like here and there, that there, like for this list, each of us had like picked a David Gray song. Luckily, it wasn't the same one, and we had each picked a couple of Dylan songs, and yeah, so it was, it was interesting to see where sometimes there was, a doubly represented artist, but not the same song. So that
when I shared my DJ playlist with the other DJ, that was nice too, because there were some things that were similar but not alike. Unless he adjusted his, because I didn't see his before we went out there. But whatever. Wedding DJing is kind of fun. Yeah. I don't know if I would want to do it all the time, but I was like, oh yeah, this is what it feels like when a crowd is very pleased with what you're playing and they're actually dancing.
Well, it doesn't have to be weddings, right?
Right. Yeah, I guess I miss DJing. That's what I mean to say. Or I just should make playlists more often, because I forgot how enjoyable that is.
Yes, making playlists is great. This time, because of how many songs there were and how long the drive was.
Did you make it all the way to San Diego? What is that, like 5 or 6 hours?
Yeah, so, we actually made it all the way there and almost all the way back.
Wow.
Yeah. Figuring we probably had about 10 or 11 hours of songs, and it was about an 11 and a half hour, 12
That's
hour
a lot
drive.
of music.
Yeah. So because of that, it became very unwieldy, so we just hit shuffle and let it go. But normally...
Did anything get replayed?
No.
Oh, wow.
No, that's the thing, is that because I downloaded it, I didn't have to restart it at any point. I just would keep hitting play anytime we got back in the car.
That's cool.
It did not repeat anything, which is great.
I like your process. Did you go to any shows lately?
No.
My friend / barista at Glendale Community College, Michael, is in a local band called MB Alexander. Do you like them?
I haven't heard them.
They're cool. They're played on 103.9 KWSS once in a while. They have a new album that's out.
Nice.
It's called Cactus Candy. I'll give them a shout, because he was trying to look for press, and I was trying to help him out, and my contacts haven't gotten back. But it's summertime, so like Java Magazine is on break right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and I also occasionally write for Echo, but I write features and not music stuff, and I don't know the music editor.
Gotcha.
So he reached out to Yab Yum. They're good people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I like what they do. Yeah. But it's good stuff. If I can share the link, the Bandcamp thing, then I'll try to share it with you.
Yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, I haven't... We have tickets already purchased to see Thievery Corporation.
Oh, yeah.
And that's coming up in December, I want to say.
Okay.
And I have a ticket to go see Calexico and Iron and Wine. That's later this month.
Yep.
And Squeeze tickets.
Of course.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to have to, and I feel bad about saying this, but I think I'm going to have to duck out of there a few minutes early, because I'm picking Deanna up at the airport that night.
Oh.
And it's her birthday. So.
Oh, that's nice.
But it's out at Chandler, and I'm picking her up at Mesa Gateway, so they're not terribly far from each other.
Is that show this month, or is that in September?
It's in September.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see that Pat Benatar's coming back? She's playing the State Fair. Yeah, she was just here.
I didn't, after, I saw a posting from Ed Masley saying, the initial announcements were all country. And then
you stopped paying attention.
I stopped paying attention. Yeah. So I'm sure there have been things added since then.
I think I'm going to do the bungee jump at the State Fair this
year. That sounds awful to me.
I've been building up the Brave for 3 years.
That sounds terrible.
I'm going to slam a beer first.
Well, you might throw it back up.
I might just shower the whole audience below me with foamy beer vomit.
Let me know what day you're going, and I'll avoid the area. Yeah.
The day that Pat Benatar's
playing. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I'll do that before or after.
Who else is playing there? That might be... But there's a bunch of good shows coming up. There's Shoot, why can't I think of her name all of a sudden? Angel Olsen. She's playing.
Okay.
Van Buren in December. I think last time she played her, she sold out.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
That's way in December.
Yeah.
What's coming up at the end of the summer?
I don't know.
I miss living in New York. There were all these free concerts in Central Park. And then when I lived in Brooklyn, they were opening up like the East River Park. Actually, when I first moved to Brooklyn, the Williamsburg Pool was a venue because it was open and the building around it was very dilapidated.
Mm-hmm.
So promoters were renting it out. And I saw like the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, I think, and Nico Case, I think, or was that in Central Park? No, it was there, I think. And Modest Mouse and I believe Built a Spill. Yeah, I hear that ticking too. What is that? Somebody's phone?
It's somebody's phone. Mine's over here. I don't know. We'll see.
Anyway, then the neighborhood, Williamsburg, like, you know, had a surge of popularity. It's way too expensive to live there now, and there's all these brand new condos, and the city decided to revamp or fix up the old public pool. So they did, and it's a pool again.
Okay.
But it used to be a cool venue because it's kind of sunken in, and then the deck was like a perfect stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
miss free concerts.
Free concerts are nice. I will sometimes get that when I go interview somebody beforehand, and then I'll get to...
Ticketmaster has that Schlesinger, you know, suit thing, and they were opening up free tickets. I felt like that was happening in the summertime, but I didn't hear an announcement this year. Have you?
I haven't been paying attention, though. I think we talked about this either last
time. It came up last time.
Or a couple of...
And I just didn't think to look until now.
There's a bunch of... there's a lot of... like, I noticed reissue things that are happening. Like, I think it's the 25-year anniversary of that... what is it? The Everything But the Girl album that had Amplified Heart. It's the one that has that song Missing on it.
That was 25 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually really like that album, but
that seems kind of obscure.
Or I Miss You, something like that. Yeah. But it's I was reading a little bit about it. It's a great album, but what was blowing my mind was that it's 25 years old.
Yeah.
Remember the video playing constantly and hearing it on the radio a lot.
Yep.
With and it feeling like it's so much more recent. And there's a big box set reissue coming of the Replacements album Don't Tell a Soul.
Oh wow.
And that's 30 years old.
Oh wow.
And what's cool about that is that it's the mix that they intended.
Oh.
Which is not at all the kind of like slicked up studio version that the record company messed with.
That would be very interesting.
Yeah. Because there are some really good songs under there, and they're releasing a full show from that era and a disc of rarities that includes 6 previously unreleased collaborations with Tom Waits.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the name of it is, but they're not calling it Don't Tell a Soul. They're calling it something more Replacements like.
You're going to say that you already knew this, I'm sure, but my boyfriend, Chris, had never watched Big Lebowski, so we had to watch it like a few nights ago. And I know, isn't that weird?
What?
He loved it. I know, it's like a moment in time that was missed for him.
That's
anyway.
A film I've seen probably dozens of times.
Oh, no, me too. But then I was watching the credits, and the German girlfriend
is Amy Mann.
Yeah. Did we talk about that before?
I don't know if we've talked about that before.
Did you point it out on the Adam Infinitum when we talked about it?
Yeah. Well, probably when I'm sure I pointed it out when I was talking to somebody.
Maybe it wasn't me. Because it
might have been Chris Ayres because he's the film guy.
Yeah. So, I was like, wow. Okay. When